This holiday season, help Soldiers for Stockings improve the morale and welfare of members of our armed forces deployed overseas. Now through November 20th, there is so much work to be done, and you can help in many ways. Download the stocking pattern from stockingsforsoldiers.org and start sewing today. Volunteer to help decorate and assemble stockings. Donate Christmas candies, snacks, nuts, chips, drink mixes, DVDs, books, magazines, lip balm, toiletries, and other items needed to fill the stockings. Or help make packets of snowman soup, hot chocolate, to send along with the stockings. For more information, patterns, and a list of items needed, visit stockingsforsoldiers.org. This holiday season, help send our troops a touch of home. For many, it's all they will receive. All stockings need to be completed by November 20th. So get started today at stockingsforsoldiers.org. That's stockingsforsoldiers.org. Stockings for Soldiers, sending stockings filled with joy to our soldiers in harm's way for the 9th consecutive year.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom133.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom133.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom133.com. Go to freedom133.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom133.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom.
The IRS is the largest collection agency in the world. They can freeze your bank accounts, seize your car, home, will garnish your paychecks and benefits.
Don't take on the IRS alone. I can fight for you using industry secrets that can help stop the IRS. I'll cut your penalties, slash your interest, and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company with over 30 years experience helping people clean up their mess with the IRS. And we have a 95% customer satisfaction rating.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, are facing an audit, a lien, or levy, then call me right away.
Call 800-646-6985. Again, that's 800-646-6985. 800-646-6985. 800-646-6985.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge. Coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is live free or die. It is not big government or bust. It is Friday, and all of my ecclesiastites know what Friday is. It means it is Freedom Friday. Just about anything goes, just about any subject under the sun. I talk about all kinds of stuff. Now, some of it's related to the politics of the day and the current events, sure. Some of it is not. It's just about stuff that I might be interested in, or I find during my daily research that I find that it might be interesting to you. I'm sure it's going to be interesting to you, because I know it's interesting to you because you're like me. You're a curious soul. You want to know at least a little bit about everything that you possibly can. Not that you're a jack of all trades, but you want to expand your knowledge base far and wide. You want to be well-rounded. So this is what we do here on Fridays, is we try to lighten up the tone a little bit going into the holidays. And let's face it, this is the last weekend before Christmas, so I'm sure many of you will be frantic trying to get your last Christmas purchases in. I do believe that you can still order from Amazon to get your packages delivered in time for Christmas, and I believe that you can order from other online services or stores like Overstock. eBay is a little different because it's not eBay that's doing all the mailing and so forth, shipping. It's each individual seller. I think that is going to be I think that's going to be the model that is going to hold eBay back. It was great when it first started. The whole auction model to online auction model, people went crazy over it when it first came out. And a lot of people, there are still a lot of big super sellers on there, but it's getting harder and harder for new people to jump in and sell. But the whole point is that it has an auction model, and even though they've long ago introduced this buy it now type of thing where you could put a price on there, and people can just click the button without going to auction. And trying to get the winning bid, everything is still sold, managed, shipped, all that kind of stuff by the seller. And that leaves, I know eBay has some strict requirements and stuff on selling, but that doesn't assure many buyers nowadays. Not to mention, are you still forced to use the PayPal system? If you're I think that's one of the systems you have to go through or use is I know eBay spun off PayPal, but I'm not a huge fan of PayPal. Got to tell, and there are a lot of people who are not. PayPal has worked themselves into a very dark corner where a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about PayPal. And, these are documented things. PayPal has been known to freeze people's accounts and not tell people why. They have money locked in there. I mean, it could be a buyer or a seller, that just gets money locked. And they don't tell you anything. And they just demand that you do certain things. And sometimes those things are just silly and make absolutely no sense. And when you ask they don't say it like this, but basically what they say, what they're telling you is, well, because we're eBay and we said so. Or, we're not eBay, we're PayPal and we said so. So a lot of people, I'm actually surprised there aren't, alternatives. I know that there are alternative online pay systems that are just like PayPal. There's alternatives out there, but I'm surprised they haven't really caught on. Maybe because the reason why is a lot of online shops have got their own carts, if you will, their own systems of pay. I think PayPal is an option over on Amazon, but that's just one option. You don't have to use it. And I think that's the same way with a lot of the other big guys, like Overstock and all the other ones out there. Even the furniture companies like Wayfair, that if you order now, you'll probably get a lot of this stuff. If it's not furniture, you'll probably get it before Christmas. So all this stuff is now internal, because Amazon, you can ship, a private seller can send their stuff into Amazon. Now, I'm not sure about Overstock. I'm not sure how that works yet. But I know with Amazon, you can send your stuff right into Amazon. Amazon will handle all the shipping needs. And Amazon is, one of the best on-time shippers on the planet. People highly trust Amazon for good reason, because they've proven themselves. Overstock, I know what Overstock actually sells themselves. It gets delivered. Now, and they've proven themselves. And a lot of the larger online retailers, if you will, that ship themselves, most of them have proven themselves over an extended period of time to get things out on time. Another great example that's a private company. In other words, it's not Amazon or anything, or things like LL Bean, well known for timely shipments. So you have a lot of alternatives than going to the physical store, the brick and mortar store, so you don't have to pull your hair out. And that's becoming more and more popular as each Christmas season comes and goes. People are finding out that the online stuff, especially on products that they already know about, that they've already seen, a pair of Levi jeans is a pair of Levi jeans. The only thing you can't do with a lot of this stuff is try it on. Well, I suppose you can, because if it doesn't fit or you don't like the way it looks on you, send it back. No questions asked in many cases. But we don't need to look. Christmas isn't about being hurried and harried and totally stressed out anyway. It should not be that way. It really shouldn't. It should be more of an enjoyable. Think of how kids see Christmas. Those who are still young enough to believe in Santa and those who are too old to believe in Santa. But just think about Christmas for kids. How kids have this can't wait for the December 25th day. They have this air and this excitement of the entire season. It seems like as soon as Thanksgiving is over, and as soon as the kids digest the turkey, they're all excited for Christmas now. And a lot of adults, they lose that excitement because they get bogged down in this thing of shopping. See,